It's been a while since I've made a video featuring LEGO Monorail. The main barriers have been the cost and limited options for track layouts. I didn't want to just make the same layouts over and over again. I had seen videos from other YouTubers getting printed monorail parts from 40 Brix, but this was many years ago. I had seen that there was a German seller on the 40 Brix marketplace that sold monorail parts, but I had held off on placing an order due to shipping costs. It was recently pointed out to me on our Discord that Paul's Printing has added monorail parts to their store. This was very exciting news. Finally, 40 Brix parts were being printed and shipped in the US. Within an hour or so, I had placed my order and eagerly awaited their arrival. From here, we will go to the unboxing of the order and first impressions, and then we will end the video with a 2-train layout showing off the possibilities with custom 40 Brix track. I'll also mention that this video is not sponsored in any way. I've done my best to give my honest opinion of these parts. Let's get started. Okay, so here it is. This is my 40 Brix package from Paul's Printing. Again, it's 40 Brix designs, but this is someone who sells through their website and prints these. So I was actually planning on placing a pretty large order from a German seller because if I remember correctly, there's 2 sellers on the 40 Brix website that actually print monorail parts. I think the other 2, they just stick to train parts. So I had been kind of waiting and waiting, and then again, it was brought up on our Discord, and I was so excited. It was a little bittersweet because they were actually in Canada, and they're like, oh no, he doesn't ship to Canada. But I was like, wait, they're in the US? So I had to place this order pretty much immediately. Oh, and I'm already dropping pieces on the ground. Okay, so let's try to separate these out. They look like they're separated by type. So let's get these apart, and let's get this big piece out of the way here. Okay, so first off, let's look at the straight sections. If you know about the pricing on these, back in the day, it was probably fair to get a straight track piece. This is the full straight, maybe $10. I'm talking, good ways back in time. But now, for official, it might be $20 to $25. So I think these look pretty good. Just first impression, holding it in my hand, I like it. I have found a seller on eBay that sold just straight sections, but they were different from this. I can already see some pretty big differences. So that's the bottom there where supports will go into. That's the problem they had with the ones from eBay, is that the supports didn't want to go in. So that's something we'll be testing. After we get everything unboxed, I'll take everything upstairs and we'll build a layout, actually run some monorail on it. So there's our straight section. This is $10 each, so I bought 4. It's still, it's a costly endeavor, but it's still much better than where we were at before. Okay, so these are, is this heat sealed? I don't see any tape on this one. All right. So we should have 2 left and 2 right. So yeah, you can put them together like that and have a full curve. You can get an S curve. And the way to get an S curve is to have 2 of the same. So I don't know if these have like an L and R on them or anything like that. It doesn't look like it. I guess maybe these would be left and these would be right, something like that. And then of course they're used with the switch tracks as well. So that's great. I want to say these are maybe $7 each, something like that. Again, these prices are subject to change. I'll also mention he got all of this printed within a week. And I'm happy with that. They're made on demand. So when you place your order, that's when he fires up the printer and gets these going. And I thought it was pretty cool. On the website, you can actually kind of follow along and see as things are being printed and the current status. So I thought that was kind of cool. It's a nice touch. Okay, so these are extensions for the incline. So you can see the bevel there. So I'll be able to make inclines a little bit taller. They also have full sections for increasing the height, but I think that's a decent bit of height to add. I don't remember the exact number of bricks tall this is. It might be a short support higher, maybe not. Again, that's something we'll be testing once we get really hands-on with it and start running trains and all that. Let's see. All right. So these should be, okay, these are the diagonals. These are just short 4-stud length extensions. I thought these might come in handy, especially if I'm getting into strange geometries. I already have kind of plenty of the, I guess it's 8-stud length, and then there's like a half, whatever it is. There's, you know, different sizes, but I thought these might help just in case. So I bought 3 of those, a couple bucks each, maybe $3 each, I'm not sure. These are diagonal straights. This was something you could never get from Lego. So I've got the 2 short ones, 2 long ones. So if you want to come off of a switch track and actually go out a little ways before it turns back in, like if you want to make like a switch yard, that's one of the things I want to test with these, to have like monorails parked over here and then they all go back to the main line. That's what I bought these diagonal pieces for. And then last but not least, we have these parts here. So set these to the side. So we have a couple bogey and base combo kind of thing. So I'm very curious about these. I'll go ahead and open up both so we can compare them. I got 2 different sizes. Let's see. Okay. All right, so we have the short extension and the long extension. So this actually hooks onto the motor itself. Or does it? No, I guess not. That's what goes to the motor. And then this will actually connect to another base behind it. And then we have the longer version here too. Oh no, oh. I'm gonna have to get in touch with them, I guess. This is, come on, focus. It's broken. So, I mean, that's kind of bound to happen, I guess. I wonder, I mean, I might be able to do something with it. And you've got the wheels here. Yeah, I don't know about this. Because it doesn't look like the wheels, like they, I mean, I guess there's a little bit of, let's grab a piece here. Yeah, and there's a piece of plastic sticking up there. I'll play with that. This one seems better. It's still loose though, right there. That's well, all right. Something else to look out for. I'll look into that. I may reach out to Paul's Printing to ask them about that. It might not even be that big a deal in the end. Again, it's not like you can get these anywhere else. You know, as of now, you can order them from Germany. But these are things that didn't exist before. And I don't know anything about Paul's Printing or any of these sellers, but, you know, this could just be a hobby business for them on top of their full-time work elsewhere. So I don't have a problem kind of cutting them a break or, you know, that kind of thing. All right, so these are the motor covers. So they have studs all over it that you can connect, and yeah, okay, I kind of figured that would come off. You can't see, but there's anti-studs there that the motor would slide into. So we'll see. It's like sticky. Is that used for something? It's on both of them. So yeah, I've got one with, you know, studs all the way around, and this one just has studs here. And it doesn't even have to look spectacular because, again, you're going to be using these studs to connect things to it. So happy with that as well. All right, so with the unboxing out of the way, I'm going to go upstairs. and try to build a layout, maybe more than one layout, we'll see, because I kind of want to run these through their paces, run some trains on them, and see how they do. All right, so this is the layout I put together to kind of put these tracks through their paces. And if you can't tell already, this just wouldn't be possible with the original pieces. I had to use a 4-stud extension here. This is the diagonal piece here. So it's a lot easier to make a rail yard where you can store the trains. That was a problem I had before, and that was the main reason this diagonal piece was the main piece I wanted. But I'm also just really happy with the quality of all the parts. And I've just got a quick little control panel set up here. I thought about pulling out the old Dacta Control Lab relay board over there and all that stuff, but it was just a bit too much. So I'm changing the switch tracks manually, and the direction switches are using third-party power function servos. So I can just flip the switch here. And well, I first have to provide power. Oh, come on. Yeah, these, it's the motor itself. There we go. Let's see, we're on the outer track, so switch that forward. And let's get all these switched. And now we can run this train too. And, you know, these will switch back, you know, if a train goes over them. The problem is with the long train, because it has the way it comes up to it, it just doesn't want to do it. So I'm just going to switch those manually to make sure we don't have any derailments. So that is the extended incline over there. And yeah, if your monorail's a little heavy, it will kind of speed up going down and make a bit of noise. But I love these diagonal pieces. I mean, they just really add to what you can do with the layout. Something you just couldn't do with the original Lego tracks. So I'm super excited about that, to kind of upgrade my monorail layouts and be able to do more interesting things. And this is just my first order with 40 bricks, so I'm excited to see what I can come up with. Again, we've got a third diagonal section there, so you can make kind of a long curve. I did see on their website, they're talking about maybe doing large radius curves at some point and some things like that. That would be really great. That would look even better through here if you could have a large radius on the outside, things like that. That'd be really cool. I've connected them all together with light gray 1x4s. I actually picked these up from Germany, I think it was, a while back. But it was good to have these on hand. And I want to show, if I can get this open. Okay, so when you first get a new section, a problem I had is that it's a little bit tough to get the piece on. It's gonna be hard to do one-handed, but yeah, what I would end up doing is just connecting to one stud. It's much easier with two hands. And just kind of rotating it around a bit, just to kind of work out a little bit of the excess around here. Like, it looks like they all have like this little kind of pip at the bottom there. But if you just, before actually putting them into layout, just take a 1x4 or just any piece really. And even on this inside one, you can get a little bit of rotation and just kind of work them down a little bit, and then they connect together just fine. I would rather them be too tight than loose, where it would cause issues. And the other pieces I got, so this is the motor cover on a motor. So that's pretty cool. I think this will be handy, and I'll be able to build things around on there. And then of course this is the one that has studs all over. And again with these, I want to reach out to the seller and see if maybe they can remake that U-shaped piece in the bottom there. Because this is just way too loose, or maybe I can modify it. When I looked on the website, they said that they were on vacation until like a week from now, so I'm not going to bother them until then. But again, it was the same with both the extensions, so I'll kind of play with those in the future and see how well they do. You know, for now, I've got my kind of method. I guess we can go ahead and pull these back in. So let's do that and that. Hopefully I did this right. Yeah, I'm just kind of using the ball and socket joints that actually came with this train set, the high-speed train set. This might be my last layout using these, because I want to take these apart and use the bases to build other things. I think that'd be pretty fun. Let's set these back here, and let's see if this works. It should push that switch back into place. Yep. This one does a lot better. For whatever reason, this, I guess just the way the angles are, and especially if there's a curve before it, it doesn't do so well at switching the switch tracks like that. And if you have any old switch tracks, you'll probably have to lubricate them or something to get them to work that well. That's something I did quite a while back. And of course, with the 40 Brix tracks, they stack onto the Monorail stanchions just fine. That was not an issue at all. The 4 sections in the back, the straight sections that are off color, I could not get those to stack on the stanchions. I could take like a drill bit and work them out a little bit to where they would. But the color is much worse on those. And they actually cost about $10 each on eBay, which is what I paid for the long straight sections from 40 Brix. So to me, I'd much rather go to 40 Brix. And building a layout like this, I quickly realized I do need more half and quarter sections. So this is a quarter section here, which I guess makes this an eighth. And then the half sections, they never really had a half section on its own, but it's the direction switches here. But you can just pop that off. I think there's one way in the back there if you can see it, but I probably do need to place an order with them and get more half and quarter sections. And these little 4-length guys actually really came in handy. So I'll probably get more of those. So yeah, I hope you found this useful. If you're interested in picking up some monorail track, this is a great way to go. Like I said, just a straight section from the old monorail, it's probably going to cost you 25 bucks or something, which is just crazy. And I think these look good. The color matches well enough. You can kind of tell there, that's the 40 Brix in the middle there. It's not that bad, and especially if you get a little bit of distance, you really can't tell that much. And again, many of these pieces just were never made for the official Lego track. And I want to give a thanks to the channel members for helping keep the lights on here. Thanks to the person in Discord that actually let me know that these are available in the US. I believe they're in Canada, so that they weren't able to find someone that ships to them. I guess maybe the German seller will, but that's going to cost a pretty penny. And if you want to talk about this kind of stuff, join us in Discord. We're always talking about monorails and trains and just anything Lego that we're into. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.